Is it Malaysia or Indonesia? Which Southeast Asian giant offers the better life for those seeking comfort, opportunity, and adventure? When it comes to choosing a country to live in, both Malaysia and Indonesia have passionate defenders. On the surface, they might appear similar: tropical climates, Muslim-majority populations, rich cultures, and vibrant cities. But when you dig deeper, these nations tell very different stories. Whether you're a digital nomad, a retiree, or someone looking to relocate permanently, the choice between Malaysia and Indonesia is not easy. In this video, we break it down across 10 powerful points. We'll explore the lifestyle, infrastructure, cost of living, safety, healthcare, education, job opportunities, expat friendliness, political stability, and overall environment to help you decide, Malaysia or Indonesia, which is truly better to live in. Stay with us until the end, because the conclusion may just surprise you. Lifestyle and daily living. Malaysia offers a modern, well-structured urban life mixed with traditional values. Cities like Kuala Lumpur are buzzing with international restaurants, massive shopping malls, and organized public spaces. You'll find widespread air conditioning, clean streets in major cities, and a sense of daily ease. In contrast, Indonesia, particularly in cities like Jakarta or Bandung, has a more chaotic but deeply energetic pace of life. Bali, of course, brings a more relaxed vibe and spiritual culture, appealing to those craving serenity and island life. If you're someone who thrives on order and convenience, Malaysia may feel more aligned. But if you're drawn to spiritual depth, artistic communities, and nature-infused living, Indonesia might pull you in. Infrastructure and transportation. Malaysia has made significant investments in its highways, public transport systems, and city planning. The MRT and LRT networks in Kuala Lumpur make moving around efficient and safe. Even smaller cities enjoy decent connectivity. In contrast, Indonesia still faces significant challenges, especially in traffic and urban planning. Jakarta's notorious congestion and limited public transportation can be overwhelming. However, projects like the MRT Jakarta and new capital city Nusantara show signs of ambition. For now, though, Malaysia wins the infrastructure battle, especially for those who rely on ease of mobility and stable internet connections. Cost of living. Both countries offer affordable lifestyles compared to the West, but their costs differ depending on location. Malaysia generally provides more value for money in urban centers, especially when it comes to renting apartments, eating out, and healthcare services. Indonesia can be cheaper in rural areas and smaller towns, but in places like Bali or Jakarta, costs can rise quickly. In Bali, for example, westernized pricing can make living expensive for long-term residents. Malaysia's balanced cost structure, affordable local food, accessible housing, and cheap utilities, makes it ideal for those seeking economic stability without sacrificing quality of life. Safety and security. Malaysia is often perceived as safer, particularly in terms of natural disasters and crime. Cities like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor Bahru maintain relatively low crime rates, with frequent police visibility and strict regulations. In contrast, Indonesia, while generally safe, does face risks from volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and tsunamis due to its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Additionally, some areas, particularly tourist-heavy zones, experience petty crime like theft or scams. If peace of mind and environmental safety are priorities, Malaysia offers a more secure foundation for daily living. Healthcare system. Malaysia's healthcare system is modern, efficient, and affordable. It attracts medical tourists from around the world, especially from neighboring countries. Hospitals are clean, well-equipped, and staffed by highly trained professionals. English-speaking doctors are widely available. Indonesia, while improving, still faces a lack of consistency in healthcare quality across regions. Outside of major cities, medical services can be limited. For expats or retirees, Malaysia presents a far more reassuring option in terms of medical emergencies and long-term health needs. Education and schools. Malaysia is home to numerous international schools offering British, American, and Australian curricula. Universities like the University of Malaya and Monash University Malaysia provide top-tier education. Expats and locals alike have access to diverse educational institutions, making it a great place for families. Indonesia, while home to several good schools and universities, struggles with disparities in educational quality between urban and rural areas. If you're planning a move with children, Malaysia's reliable education system makes the transition far smoother. Job opportunities and economy. Malaysia boasts a more diversified economy with strong sectors in finance, tech, oil and gas, and manufacturing. English proficiency in the workplace is higher, making it easier for foreigners to integrate into professional environments. Indonesia's economy is growing, and it's full of entrepreneurial energy, especially in digital startups and tourism. However, language barriers and bureaucratic challenges can make it harder to secure formal employment. For professionals, freelancers, and investors looking for economic predictability and accessible entry points, Malaysia offers more structured opportunities. Expat friendliness. Malaysia has long embraced foreign residents, with thousands of expats living happily in cities like Penang, Kuala Lumpur, and Kota Kinabalu. Visa options like Malaysia My Second Home, MM2H, attract retirees and digital nomads. Indonesia also has a growing expat community, particularly in Bali and Jakarta. However, the rules are less clear, with visa renewals and work permits often caught in red tape. While both nations offer warm hospitality, Malaysia's legal clarity and expat-oriented policies make settling in smoother and more reassuring. Political and social stability. Malaysia is generally more politically stable, with peaceful transitions of power and a clear rule of law. While political tension does exist, it rarely spills over into public unrest. Indonesia, the world's third-largest democracy, enjoys vibrant political participation but occasionally faces demonstrations and social movements. In some regions, religious or cultural conservatism can also be more prominent. If consistent governance and a calmer political climate are part of your checklist, Malaysia edges ahead again in providing a stable environment to live, work, and grow. Natural environment and leisure. Indonesia is a paradise of natural wonders, from Bali's beaches to Java's volcanoes and Sumatra's rainforests. The country's biodiversity, cultural richness, and adventure opportunities are unmatched. It's a dreamland for nature lovers, surfers, and spiritual seekers. Malaysia, on the other hand, offers stunning highlands, serene islands like Langkawi, and dense jungles of Borneo. It's more accessible in terms of infrastructure and offers ecotourism with a modern twist. If you're an adventurer, Indonesia might speak to your wild side. But if you prefer easy access to nature with modern comforts, Malaysia could be your ideal home. So, which is truly better to live in, Malaysia or Indonesia? The answer depends on what you value most. If you're looking for modern convenience, world-class healthcare, expat-friendly policies, and urban comfort, Malaysia takes the lead. But if you're drawn to raw beauty, spiritual energy, and a vibrant, evolving culture, Indonesia offers a life filled with endless discovery. In the end, both countries are beautiful and rich in opportunities. The best choice is the one that matches your lifestyle, goals, and heart. If you found this comparison helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth global living guides. Drop a comment below. Would you rather live in Malaysia or Indonesia? Tell us why.